It was a crisp morning in New York City, and the studio lights of the popular morning talk show, The View, shone brighter than ever. The audience buzzed with anticipation. Today was supposed to be a light-hearted discussion about new trends in music, pop culture, and celebrity news. Joy Behar, the seasoned co-host, was at her podium, her trademark wit ready to charm the crowd. Enter Jelly Roll, the chart-topping rapper and singer, known for his blunt honesty and no-nonsense personality. He was scheduled as the guest to discuss his latest album, a deeply personal collection of songs that explored struggles, pain, and redemption. From the moment he walked on stage, the energy shifted. The crowd cheered, but there was a tension in the air. Jelly Roll's reputation for speaking his mind preceded him. Joy Behar greeted him with a smile, perhaps underestimating the sharpness of his tongue. "Welcome, Jelly Roll! We're so excited to have you. How's life treating you these days?" she asked, her tone teasing yet friendly. Jelly Roll's eyes scanned the audience, then focused on Joy. He took a deep breath, his expression calm but determined. "Life's been real. But I gotta say, some of the commentary in this industry, it's shallow. And people like you sometimes miss the point." He paused, letting his words land like a hammer. The audience gasped. Joy's smile faltered. She had expected clever banter, not a direct confrontation. Jelly Roll leaned in, his voice steady but firm. "You talk about artists like you know them, but do you ever listen? Do you feel what we go through, the struggle, the pain, the loss? Or are you just here for the punchline?" The tension in the studio was palpable. Cameras zoomed in on Joy, whose professional composure began to crack. The other co-hosts exchanged uneasy glances, realizing that this was not going to be a standard promotional interview. Jelly Roll's demeanor was calm, almost measured, but every word carried a punch. It was clear that he wasn't there just to talk about music. He was there to hold people accountable, and Joy Behar was about to feel the full force of his words. As the discussion progressed, Joy tried to regain control of the conversation, making light of Jelly Roll's statements. "Well, we've all had tough days, haven't we? Maybe you just need a cup of coffee." "Jelly," she joked, attempting to ease the tension. Jelly Roll didn't flinch. He leaned forward, pointing gently but firmly. "No, Joy, you don't get it. This isn't about coffee. This is about respect. Respect for the artists, for the work we put in, for the voices that actually matter. And frankly, some of the things said on shows like this, they diminish all that." The audience erupted into murmurs. The other co-hosts tried to interject, but Jelly Roll's intensity made it impossible. He wasn't aggressive in a physical sense. His words were surgical, each sentence cutting through pretension and authority. "You've been in this business a long time," he continued, his tone unwavering. "And that's great, but experience doesn't excuse dismissiveness. You've built your career on talking, but have you ever really listened? Have you considered the impact your words have? Because let me tell you, Joy, they do, and sometimes they destroy more than they inform." By now, Joy's composure was visibly shaken. The jokes, the smiles, the rehearsed lines, all of it faltered. For the first time in decades of live television, she seemed caught off guard, unable to pivot. The camera caught the silence that fell over the studio. Even the crew behind the scenes felt the weight of the confrontation. Jelly Roll had done more than confront her. He had exposed the fragility behind the confident persona she had, carefully maintained for years. It wasn't yelling. It wasn't personal attack. It was the power of truth delivered without compromise. And in that moment, the audience realized that this was not just another TV segment. This was history unfolding. The episode ended with awkward silence. Jelly Roll exited the stage with the same calm confidence he had entered with, while Joy sat frozen, trying to collect herself. Social media erupted within minutes. Clips of Jelly Roll's words went viral, trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Comments poured in, most applauding the rapper for calling out hypocrisy and challenging media personalities to be more responsible. The next morning, headlines were unavoidable. Jelly Roll exposes Joy Behar on live TV and talk show legend. Shocked by rapper's truth bomb, the story dominated entertainment news, late-night discussions, and even mainstream news channels. For Joy Behar, the fallout was significant. Longtime viewers debated her approach, critics questioned her credibility, and social media was relentless. Jelly Roll, on the other hand, gained a new level of respect and admiration, not just from fans, but from artists who had felt unseen and unheard for years. In private, Joy reflected on the confrontation. It wasn't just about embarrassment. It was about a wake-up call. Jelly Roll had shown her, and the world, that influence comes with responsibility, and words have consequences. For Jelly Roll, it was a victory not in ego, but in principle. He had defended the integrity of artists everywhere and reminded everyone that honesty, courage, and authenticity were more important than maintaining appearances. And in the end, the narrative was clear. Love for music and respect for its creators is non-negotiable. Jelly Roll didn't just challenge a celebrity. He reshaped the conversation about accountability in entertainment. History would remember this as the moment when a fearless artist confronted authority and won, not with anger but with truth.